I don't remember when the last time you saw this was. So I think instead of trying to like describe what changed, it might be easiest to just dive into it.
Well, also, it would be interesting because it's been 2 weeks, I think, since I saw anything. If I notice anything has changed, that's or what I don't expect has changed. That's some raw reactions, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's always fun.
I could play too, and I could just record the main one.
I mean, that's fun. You know, the nice thing is I'm always trying to test it with more players because I feel like it's a little more stress testing, and I think that's a good thing. All right, so I'll add Vicular back in and set the adventure. And if you guys hop into the fellowships and click on Join an Adventure, you can claim your characters when you're ready.
I do like how the screen's changed.
Okay, so this one's new. I'm trying to remember when I finished redoing this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is neat.
I feel like this is a lot better. And the neat thing is as soon as everybody has said that they're playing their character, it's waiting on me because I haven't claimed Game Master yet. But as soon as everybody has claimed, it just starts. It doesn't. It's like it used to be. That I, as the GM, had control of whenever it started, and now it's just as soon as everybody's claimed it, it just starts. So I don't have a backstory for this. So we're just going to dive into it.
We fell into a trapdoor, and now we're here.
Yes.
That's usually how.
Wasn't it like called peanut butter of the liver?
Yes. It's very deep. There's a secret meaning there. It's so secret, I don't even know what it is. It's basically just random words I put together.
Is that a door I see ahead of us? Blocking our view?
So blocking your view is a heavy curtain.
Okay. I'm moving forward.
So it looks like you could probably just push, it looks segmented, like you could probably just push through it at any point, but you can't see through it. Right? You can't see through it, can you?
No.
Okay, good. I mean, I tested this, but it's funny because I'll be working on it and I'll be like, I swear that was working before. But so it's good. It's good to know that still works.
Okay, so I don't think we went through it, but we can now see through.
Was
that me? Did I get close enough?
Yeah, I think you got close enough. I think you got close enough to see through it.
Okay.
You're just peeking around.
Just peeking through.
What is this, a brothel? How come there's no doors? They're all curtains.
It's very hippy dippy. I mean, I think that's a clue as to the nature of the denizens of this place that they chose.
Curtains and gongs. That's all I see.
Yeah. Wasn't that a song?
Where's the prostitutes?
Well,
they're behind the other curtains.
Yeah, clearly.
Or we have to go ring the gongs and they'll come out and let us in or something.
I did intentionally run into the wall.
Yeah, somebody.
I was like, did that? What happened there? So I'm glad that was intentional.
I was just testing the collision.
So are we going like the whole way down the hall, or do we want to peek in each one of these?
We should case the room as we go. Let's see what's in this first one.
Oh no, they're green prostitutes.
Wow.
I guess they got all types in the ab imp world as well. How many abs do they have?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get a really close look to see that.
There's only 3 chairs. Only 3 of us can come in.
So
yeah, that extra person.
They're not friendly prostitutes. They look angry. And they're yelling.
Well, they got the broom and everything. We're barging in without hitting the gong.
It's true.
You mean They're the S&M kind, chain you up and whip you.
Sure, James. As far as you know.
I think I'm gonna leave. You guys can kill. You guys can have your fun killing these prostitutes.
You're just gonna leave.
Wow, check. How are you? There's a lot more help now.
Yeah, these are they're definitely the stronger, prostitutes, like weightlifters.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are doing. There's just like this seemingly random movement.
I'm running in. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm staying out and I'm going to shoot from afar because I don't want to get close to them.
Can you shoot through the curtain?
Yeah, we'll find out, won't we?
I think
somebody's running into stuff.
That'd be me.
Tugov.
People keep running into me.
Well,
This is ridiculous.
better you than the prostitutes.
What are you trying to do?
You actually have clothing on. They don't.
This is our combination prostitute ring CrossFit gym.
CrossFit gym.
That makes sense. Yeah.
See, now I'm gonna have to.
So are these mobs saying anything? What are they doing?
They're yelling and running, and it's taking them in slow motion like it's Baywatch.
Are they chasing us with whips and chains?
No, they do have nasty claws.
Oh. They haven't clipped their fingernails, guys. They like to scratch. Be careful.
I'll get my saber then.
I'm shooting the one you're right at, so you can kill them together.
Huh. He just
Well,
ran.
Their blade is surprisingly different.
He just ran right into you.
Honestly, wait. I'm curious if I can run away from that, or if it's going to be like just a weird. Oh, I didn't run into anything. That's strange.
I mean, I've been tweaking the collision code. It's been surprisingly difficult to get it what I would consider good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, collision code is a hellish nightmare, but
You end up where you can walk right through walls, and you're like, well, that's not strict enough. And then the next thing I know, you can't go anywhere, and that's too strict. I mean, it's just
yeah.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to kill these. They're non-responsive, huh?
I know how much you want to talk to people, Nick.
I mean, I thought if we start attacking one of them, they're like, "Come on, don't you want to talk to me? Let's have one of your friend here."
It is clear to me that I need to come up with a legitimate story for the next test, because Nick is just going to lose interest if I don't actually come up with a story. So
Just procedurally generated dialogue system, have voice bubbles pop up over their heads. It'll keep us entertained.
I mean,
Yeah, it would actually.
I could do that, but I was actually just going to, find an old copy of a Dragonlance novel and
Oh, there you go.
just steal the thinly veiled plot, or whatever you want to call it.
How long does it take to get a takedown? Those whenever you play a novel on Twitch, you'll get your answer soon.
I'll bet you never. No one. I could probably read a bunch of novels on Twitch, and no one would ever care, because nobody reads anymore, because that's not real.
Yeah, but what if Amaranth read a novel? What would happen?
Yeah, but I'm not anywhere near that curvy, so I'm not going to get like that woman's a target,
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about whether it's right or wrong or whatever, but that's just the way it is.
Well, I think we might win this battle in this here room.
It's a shame none of us died because, only 3 chairs. It'll be a hard rest.
Well, now you can play. What's that game where you got one less chair than the people and the music stops? You have to sit. I forget what that chair.
7-Up or Chinese prepared meal already is a terrible names for.
I like the little thing for party rest and the little timer for it.
Yeah, it does actually say how long it'll take now, which is cool.
Just waiting on the GM.
GM's busy.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh no, it's the one health gain.
One health gain.
This rep thing is going to take a while.
Nah, it won't take much longer. I've almost set the stage. Just relax. I definitely need to make it so that I can see what you guys can see. Because there's a certain amount of I don't know what you can and can't see yet, you know?
Whoa.
Yeah, only then when I just moved can I see into the room. Hey guys, there's 4 ab monsters in here.
4 ab monsters, man.
Well, these ones are the second year CrossFit prostitute theater.
Yes.
CrossFit.
They're the upgraded ones that do theater also.
CrossFit. Yeah. Jeez, oh man.
This is why I know that story, because we can ruin your story.
No, I mean, it's good. It's good that I didn't plan on being serious in the first place, because you guys would have completely ruined it. You know, so it's good that we started out with a jovial tone, or who knows how angry I might be right now.
Well, no, if you have a story, I won't ruin it. But if I'm lacking story, my mind wanders, baby.
Right. You're always trying to talk to people, you know, and when you're not sure what to talk about.
What's up, guys? I see that you are rushing for me. So, what I would like to do is I'd like to introduce myself.
So, did somebody determine you can shoot through the curtains? Can't you?
I'm trying to do that right now.
Yes.
You did that
before.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
No, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you can shoot bullets through a curtain, but you probably can't shoot arrows, right? Right?
I mean, I suppose it depends on the curtain and the arrow.
Oh man.
Oh man, what?
I missed.
Well,
she did it. The large green ab did a ballerina pose, and I missed.
You only rolled an 11, and you have no bonuses from any of your skills yet.
What?
Hey,
what
man, just saying what the numbers say.
Well, that's weird because I'm level 3 with my range, and I have strength level 2 and accuracy level 1.
Well, it says you had no bonus to strength. The attack bonus is.
You're right.
Is strength, accuracy, range weapon specialization, and mechanic specialization. All of those would add to your attack score, and none of them ended up counting. So
is the actual do those upgrades actually affect any of this, the values?
I mean, they should. So I'm going to make a note and make sure they review that code and make sure they are.
Because like I said, I have level 2 strength, level 2 accuracy, and level 3 range weapon specialty, and I'm getting no bonuses from them. I mean, I'm getting the speed bonus.
Right, but you should get a bonus to attack as well. And
right.
For some things, like for strength with a melee weapon, you get a damage bonus from strength. So there's lots of bonuses to be had. Man, who is just getting their butt kicked here? Tukov. Your rashness.
You'll pay
I
just looked at Tukov. Tukov's Mia weapon specialist, he got a 3, but I don't know what else he has upgraded. But he did get a 3 for his Meo's weapon specialization bonus.
So just to
So
help
it's-
just to help you out here, James, because I was making fun of you last time. It's pronounced melee. Just so you know. Because last time I was cruelly making fun of you for pronouncing it wrong, but this time I'm going to be nicer and just help you out a little bit.
Melange.
Melee, it's tomato, tomato.
Sure. Oh man, Tukov, it's
We're
not
gonna lose somebody. We lost somebody.
that's not looking good. That was too many damages. A lot of trouble now.
Slightly.
It does look like the status updates are working again, Nick. So I do think it makes sense for everybody to have a ranged weapon and a melee weapon because you're going to get situations where you can't use one or the other, you know?
My ranged weapon was hitting for 30s, so it's better for me to just run in and well something.
Unless you get the heavy, the upper level range weapons, oh, this guy's stuck. Can't get out of the stupid corner. There we go. So that last guy was definitely trying to get to the gong. It was pretty obvious he was trying to get to the gong. Well, go ahead and revive because I changed the revive character mechanic a little bit.
Okay.
Although it's hard when these guys are dead so close together.
So you can resurrect party members then.
Yeah, I mean it used to be just an accident of the code, but I made it an explicit thing.
Oh, cool. Well, Jim is easiest to click on in this file, so 1 second. Or 13 seconds rather.
Looks like Nick's just going all the way around.
Yeah, collision shit's retarded, so I'm just gonna go a long way around so that I can sit on the buttholes of the bone.
Personal space.
That collision stuff is really driving me nuts. Like I have yet to figure out. I keep messing with it, and it gets like a tiny little bit better, but
Ding.
but not enough to. It's really frustrating.
Oh, that was a cool little graphic in green around me.
And if you look, it actually says that Dornell revived Jim Nadar instead of just healing.
That's awesome.
And you have exactly 1 health because you were recently revived.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, party rest.
I keep trying to click party rest and it says other players have selected actions. So,
Try it again.
oh, there we go.
So a little hang up on the party rest for some reason.
But like,
You have a pop-up, so it was a pretty easy way to diagnose that, I guess.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
a
it wasn't. It was.
That's interesting.
Didn't seem to be popping up right.
Was somebody doing something that would have interrupted it?
I don't know. I was healing myself because the pop-up kept happening, so I just decided to do that.
That was why.
Yeah, but then I canceled my heal and hit party rest and said other people were doing things. I was just trying to see if it was stuck.
So you can't request a party rest unless everybody's idle.
But then I went idle and then hit party rest, and it said I could.
Right, which would have...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was moving. Maybe you were healing and then I was moving, and then so I was moving while you were trying to do party rest.
Well, I did it the last time when everyone had the eye next to them, but it still wouldn't let me, so I don't know.
So there's something weird going on, Bill, with a little bit of like timing, probably with the turn.
Maybe I had to like move after doing the heal thing to then like kick it into a idle state. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you've canceled, then you should be idle. It shouldn't. I mean, that should be all you have to do. That's how it has been to date.
Yeah, I mean, this is some of the trickier stuff to debug because, you got 3 people involved, trying to figure out, did somebody do something that legitimately would have made the party rest invalid, or is there a bug that somehow with 3 players it's triggering the bug, but we didn't really see it with 2 players? That's where it's frustrating. I was just trying to think of a way to reproduce it without.
Yeah, well, the pop-up that happened was the players are already selecting actions thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find, I guess, where you link to that, that'd probably be the best way to back up and figure it out. It could have been that I had already selected actions and it was hanging up on me trying to get some output.
Is it possible to start one action and do a party rest?
Well, I canceled the action and then hit party rest, and it popped up.
I'll have to play with it some and see if I can figure out a scenario that's causing problems.
I feel like if you have to do stuff where you need to reload or heal or drink magic juice, post fight, it kind of feels like, because I know a GM has wait for all, wait for remaining, maybe players need that too. So because I had to wait a couple times so that you guys could finish loading, but I don't intend to do anything else until you're done. No, I know. I'm just saying about action functionality.
Yeah, it's like a held action or something with that concept.
Well, it would be nice to have the system smarter, to realize oh well, let's just automatically make those characters wait while these guys load, or something. The problem is I worry that if I do that, it's going to frustrate players because they're like, well, I didn't want to do that, So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, just like auto attack, if you have an auto attack on off, if you have a wait for my friends to do their hair button on off toggle, you can
wait for my friends to do their hair.
You know what I'm talking about. Just wait for everybody else to do their shit. But so there's a thing, if you can toggle that between wait one versus wait all or whatever, then because I don't think that should be automatic. I don't, but I want it for sometimes,
Swing around.
Having trouble.
If I eyeball that, you should have been able to go around him. But yeah, you got to go wider.
No, it's because I went through. This is one of the things I went through over the past week. I went through that code, and I can't figure out why it's doing that. And I'm I'm going to have to make a debug mode where it draws all the circles and all the collision boxes and everything, so I can actually see why it's doing it. And that's what I'm going to have to do. And maybe I should have done all along. It's just a pain in the neck because it's going to be pretty time consuming to do all that. But the code.
Yeah. But once you dial in, then it's then you don't need to touch it again, right? Until you bring in a creature that's as big as a table.
But like theoretically, if I get it dialed in, as long the creature has a hitbox, as long as that hitbox is the correct size, it should work. But like right now, it's not even.
Yeah, but I think for GMs, like you're talking about like GMs need to know, like GMs should have a mode where they can see hitboxes, because if somebody's trying to like make a module really good, and then they can run this module a bunch of times for people, like I think sometimes they need to be able to see hitboxes. So so if you build that for GMs, then you can also have that for yourself to figure out, are these circles in fact not circles or whatever is going on.
So Billy, on that miss,
Yeah.
it actually does give me 1 on my range special. Range.
So it is using it. It's just you don't always get it apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It used it on a miss. That's weird.
Well, you know what? Now that we're on a miss, it's going to use it every time it attempts to hit. But if the total points don't add up, it'll be a mess. Now that we're talking about it, because I haven't looked at that code in a while, because I haven't really had to. If I remember correctly, the way it works is it gives you a random value between 0 and the maximum available for that bonus. So that could potentially be 0. And I'm just wondering if maybe it should never be 0 because that's going to confuse and annoy players.
Yeah, it would be a little weird.
I mean, giving you 1 would make people angry. Like, I only got 1, but at least they'd know they were getting it, They wouldn't be sitting there going, why didn't I get my bonus? Well, no, you got it. You just got crap for it. Man, I'm going to need to send like 50 guys at you at this rate.
So other players have already selected actions is the error that it's giving me right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that's...
Okay, so right now I just keep clicking wait. So waiting prevents people from selecting party rest?
Yeah, because that's technically an action.
Yeah, because I can just quickly...
Okay, I'm canceling my waits.
Yes.
But that's a good point, though, because people wouldn't think that waiting was an action, so I can fix that.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you the actual...
No, that's perfect, because that's exactly the kind of thing that wouldn't really like occur to me to do anything about. But it is completely unintuitive. You're like, well, I don't understand why we can't party rest. All I was doing was waiting. Well, the game logic sees waiting as an action that blocks a party rest. But from a practical standpoint, it doesn't. It shouldn't, So yeah, so that's a perfect example of the kind of things that this testing exposes.
Yeah. Well, hey, good job figuring that one out. I wouldn't know that waiting was a problem.
Okay, I'm moving, guys. I'm getting out of the way.
Everyone get out from off of each other's lap and we'll go down the hallway.
The hardest thing we can do.
I'm excited.
Uh-oh.
I'm
I think we might die here.
Well, so the room prior to this, they hit real hard compared to this room. So I mean, if I don't know, if you're feeling like we're mowing these down, I mean that was a big difference between those rooms. So I mean, I'm just saying for whatever you're going to do in this next room.
The previous room was the 4 big guys. That room was 3 medium-sized guys and 1 big guy. So that's the difference in the mob strengths, is what that is. So, we'll see.
Man, that's annoying. So I can't select to move anything except almost completely south with because I'm near a wall to my north. Like,
you can't even move east on me.
Yeah, that's what I did in the beginning of the game when I just ran back to the wall. I had to do this really complicated car backing up reverse thing, unfortunately.
I don't get it. Like I'm gonna have to look at it again because the code should allow that. You should be able to move along a wall. So I don't understand what is going wrong there.
Maybe if you just take a screenshot of what Nick's doing right now and just kind of ram 2 characters like that yourself. I don't know. Maybe you can kind of figure out the angle and then kind of figure out the code of why.
Well, yeah, I mean it's not hard to reproduce. It's just that I haven't been able to figure out why it's happening. It's like it happens anytime you get in right up next to a wall. It happens, but I haven't been able to figure out why.
It's a room of curtains. Uh-oh.
It's for us.
Oh, God.
Curtains Inception. You guys see any monsters?
They're probably right behind that one curtain right in front of us.
There's one gang up on him.
You're way up in the corner.
Let's work my head through this curtain. Cause this is
I wouldn't run too far ahead. It's going to be an ambush.
Well, he doesn't seem to have noticed us. He's like idle, so like you should come up on the next curtain and see what we can see.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Those are the bouncers. The bars past here.
Jeez. So what's going on in this room?
There's curtains all over the place. It's like one of those rooms you see that in like a rock music video that has, draperies hanging everywhere for no logical reason whatsoever.
Okay, guys.
What's up, Twitch? Welcome to the champagne room.
I'm gonna shoot this guy in front of me.
To the left or to the right? To the
direct left. Oh, well, he's hiding now.
He disappeared.
So these guys are moving, but they don't see us.
Well, you don't know that
we're behind the curtains too. We're behind curtains too.
I mean, you don't know what they see. I mean, do you really want to assume that they don't see you?
Not really.
Their glasses all fell off.
So, what kind of strategy do we have, guys? Do we want to keep moving forward?
Well, we can't see anything if we don't, but one of us could move forward and feel for everyone else, because that's how that works.
Well, I think we could fan out some, and then we could see more of the room, and once we're fanned out a little bit, then we could keep moving north, and then we could deal with them off if they notice us.
We could always retreat and back up. We don't want to get one person surrounded.
But you see what I mean about the fog of war thing? If we discover this entire room and retreat, we can see through all the curtains, right? And see all the enemies where they are.
That's hopefully.
Which, I mean, not. It's being very gamey about the whole thing, but just pointing at a problem possibly.
Wait, if you say that again?
Well, so if we discover this entire room, right, the curtains no longer block the enemies.
Yeah, they do.
No.
So like, if we
but they do. If you don't have line of sight, you're not going to be able to see them.
I'm curious. I'm going to go back and see.
Yeah. So if you guys back off from those curtains, like if you go south, you shouldn't be able to see those guys anymore.
Yeah, it should disappear, but we'll see.
Well, the thing keep in mind is you have a unified. So here's a question, because this is the way it works now, and I decided to do it this way, and I considered changing it, but this is the way it works now. There is a unified visibility map for all the players. So if any of the players can see something, all of the players see it. So your visibility is not like, it's not like Nick can see one thing and James can see a different thing and so forth and so on. Like if Nick can see it and James can see it, then all three of you can see it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, I do think it should be that way, but I mean, I also think, the way it is now, it makes sense. Like, because you guys backed off those curtains, now you can't see the stuff moving to the north, but you still do know the lay of the room to the north. I mean, I think that's the right balance of fog of war and line of sight.
I agree.
I don't, because I don't know what I can and can't see at all times. Because that's why I was arguing for the fog of war / mist of war.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that right now, so we can't see them off, but so I would agree that
Like it should be a gray.
what we can't see past the curtains, like that should be like black and white or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually always been planned. I think the curtains have now demonstrated that it's time to get that done.
Oh, one guy. Get him.
You guys want to jump this one guy?
Yeah, jump him.
I'm game for that. Hopefully those other guys won't come running through the curtains.
Yeah, let's find out.
Well, if they do, they still need to move to us.
They should be during the combat.
It's
No.
more of a distance, but
No, I'm super busy.
I guess they noticed. I see a whole bunch of movement. I see we got a bunch of contact now.
it's
Yeah.
fine. So
I think we should finish jumping this guy because I mean, I don't know if this is a medium or a large one, but like
They're all large.
all large.
Yeah, it's back to attack one target at a time and destroy it.
okay.
Action economy.
No?
A couple more seconds for me.
Okay.
See, now that's a neat place where if I could figure out the logic, like if two people are reloading but they started it at slightly a different time, they'll finish at slightly different times. But there's really no reason to force people to wait again. The problem is like, how do I determine that I can short circuit it? You know, like from a coding logic perspective, how do I actually figure out that that's what's happened? But that would be a nice little optimization because it would mean less. The game would run more smoothly. There'd be less choppiness to it.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is since they're muzzle loading revolvers, when I first made the game, I looked up how long it takes to reload a muzzle loading pistol, and it takes 5 minutes. So the original reload. Oh,